Christ 17 TV. Got the throwback hat on, baby. Getting on my Bill and Ted shit. You know how we do. We're gonna go. We're gonna go to the early 2000s, maybe 2001, maybe 2000. I'm not quite sure, but it's in that timeline. I know it's after 99. Well, this is a California Tracy story. This is when I was younger, getting drunk like a motherfucker, doing stupid shit. And sometimes when you do stupid shit happens to you. And I'm going to give you an example of an embarrassing moment from Christ 17 TV, being a drunk motherfucker and trying to do some stupid shit that I wouldn't have done if I wasn't drinking. So we're going to go back to the days of Carlton. And back then, my grandma lived there on Carlton. So we used to know everybody on the whole block. But they had a group home on the block where they be having kids coming from all across California to live there. Most of the time, we got along with those kids. Sometimes we didn't get along with certain kids. But they always used to come try to find weed, and you know what I'm saying, because somebody grab them some beer, grab them some cigarettes, grab them some blunts, zigzags, whatever the case might be. And I remember, wait a second, I'm going to have to fire up for this one. Because this is what happens when you don't know how to handle your liquor and you act an ass. Sometimes you become the person who's getting laughed at. And that was me that day. And I want to say it was a Christmas Eve. And I was already in a bad mood because my mom lived in New York and I had already haven't seen her for about 3 years. So, with that being said, the kids from the group home, they always used to, you know, see us in front of Parker Market. I'll just put it out there like that, Parker Market. And hey, back then they called me Jigga Man, Jigga, whatever you want to say. So, hey Jigga, you think you can grab me some smokes or some blunts or some beer? And I always hook them up because I was at that age where I could do that when I needed motherfuckers to do that shit for me when I was younger and people older would. This blunt is hard to hit as hell. Fuck this shit, we're gonna redo it. But anyway, back to the story at hand is, yeah, I used to be doing this shit because I used to sit out in front of that same liquor store and wait till somebody can buy me some St. Ives, Old English, whatever it is we were drinking that day. So I knew the feeling. So I used to always hook the little fools up from the group home that came, hey man, you give me some smokes, some blunts, some beer, yeah. This should work now. But there was this one day and I was drunk as fuck. I was already in a bad mood, and I mean I was drunk. We were drinking fucking brandy. I was drinking motherfucking St. Ives. We was drinking all kind of shit. So I was fucking damn near stumbling down the block. So I went off to the store to get some more beer, which I really didn't need. And one of the little dudes was out there from the group home, and he wanted some cigarettes. So I'm drunk as fuck, and I buy the cigarettes for him, but I'm staying inside the store for a while bullshitting. So when I come out, I try to walk off with his cigarettes. Instead of going the way towards Carlton, I went towards Court Block. towards the Fat Farm, and I was with my little bro, Mont. And this is the funniest part. When you try to bully, when that's not the right thing to do, sometimes it backfires. And that wasn't even the way I got down. But I was drunk, and I don't know what came over me, but I was trying to keep his fucking cigarettes, and I didn't even smoke Marlboros. So we walking off, and he's like, hey, are you going? I said, man, what? You ain't getting shit. So he grabbed my shoulder. I turned around and punched him. Boom. Hit him. But he went down and he grabbed me and he dipped me. Now he's on me now, and I'm trying to hold him from hitting me. Boom, boom, boom. So he swing once, woody whoop whoop. I'm ducking the shit, but he's on me and he has me. I'm drunk as fuck. I'm on my back and he's on top of me, about to give me the business. So my man Mont grabs him off me. Bam. And motherfucker, do you know, I gave the boy back his cigarettes. I was embarrassed as hell that my man Mont had to grab a younger dude off me for me being a drunk motherfucker and try to take a pack of cigarettes from a kid who's already got it bad. See, he's already in a group home with no parents at all. And I'm mad because I haven't seen my mom, but I don't know why he's in the group home. His mother could have passed away or what, or don't want him. But me trying to call myself picking on him or deboing him for his cigarettes backfired. And he got on top of me and was going to kick my ass if Mont didn't grab him off me. And boy, he gave me the business all the way back to the block. He's like, man, I didn't grab you off that motherfucker. Man, grab him off you. He's going to fuck you up. And talk shit for like probably the whole week. We got back there and you know, he laughing at me like, man, with your drunk ass, man. That little dude was finna beat your ass for trying to take his shit. See, and that's the thing. You don't try to debo nobody, because that's not how that you go about life. You know what I'm saying? And I learned the hard way. I can laugh at it now, but I didn't think that shit was funny when Mom was laughing at me. That he fucked with me with that for about 3-4 years. He used to bring that up every now and then. Yeah, man, I had to save your life. What you mean save my life? Say, yeah, man, the little dude was on you, about to kick your ass for trying to take his smokes. And this was on Christmas Eve. So, I mean, with all things that happen, I'm just glad that nothing came about that. Next time I seen the little dude, I was sober, shook his hand, apologized like a man, took my L, and to this day, that's one of the things that I did drunk that came back to bite me in my ass, because that's not my style. I don't pick on motherfuckers. That's not what I do. But when you pick on somebody or try to do something you don't do, which you know you think is wrong, and then you do something you know is wrong, and it ends up biting you in the ass, and now you on your back trying to defend yourself for something you shouldn't have did. You've been buying these boys cigarettes, blunts, giving it to them. Now all of a sudden you in a bad mood, you want to keep they shit, and you almost got your ass kicked. Motherfucker had you in the ground and pound, could have ground and pound you, but Lil Bro Mont came and got him off me. He didn't even hook off on Lil Dude because he knew I was in the wrong. He knew I was wrong as motherfucking two left shoes. And to this day, I think about that like, damn, you did some fucking J-Cash shit to a little dude who fucked with you, who really looked up to me, because he even said that too afterwards. He's like, man, I look up to you, man. You know what I'm saying? You man cool around here, and you the only one who buys me smokes and blunts and beer. So it made me feel worse then when he told me all that. But the moral of the story is, keep your hands to yourself and don't do scandalous shit. And especially know how to handle your liquor, because that was something I wouldn't have done if I wasn't drinking like that. And that's a fact. But drinking like that had your man Christ 17 on his back. and little man was finna do the ground and pound on me. He's probably 2 years younger than me, and that's some crazy shit. Cause to this day, I always think like, damn, why'd you even do that shit? You wasn't like that, but I did it, and guess what? I paid for it. And to this day, Mont, you're gonna watch this, you're gonna laugh because you know you gave me shit for years for that shit, for being drunk and doing that dumb shit, trying to pick on somebody and call myself taking his shit. And guess what? I gave his shit back. When I seen him again, I apologized, and we was cool after that. There was no hard feelings. I was just on some stupid drunk shit and did some dumb shit and ended up on my back like an idiot. And that's why to this day, you got to know what you're doing. You don't get drunk and bother people, because people are going to bother you back, and guess what? You're probably going to get the short end of the stick because you're drunk. So, I just had to tell that one because, I tell all these other ones, these heartfelt ones, these hard ones. Let me tell you a funny one where I was embarrassed and I did some stupid shit and ended up almost getting my ass kicked by a kid 2 years younger than me. So, on Christ 17 TV, don't bully people and don't get drunk and do stupid shit, because you might end up like Christ 17 on his back trying to fight back. And Mont, thank you for snatching a little dude off me, because he was probably going to ground and pound my drunk ass for being a bully. With that being said, stop the bullying, cyberbullying, all the bullying. Don't do the drunk shit. Don't talk shit to motherfuckers when you're drunk, because you might end up getting your ass whipped 9 times out of 10. And this is Christ 17 TV with a little one for the time machine, you know what I'm saying? And let you know everybody gets fucked up sometimes, but will you talk about your L's like you talk about your W's? You feel me? It's Christ 17 TV. Like and subscribe, and thank all my supporters for tuning in, tapping in. And this was just a funny story I had to tell when I was drunk and almost got my ass kicked by somebody younger than me for trying to pick on him and keep his shit. On that note, everybody have a blessed day. Stay safe, stay dangerous, and I'll catch you on the flip side. Christ 17 TV, baby. Another one, throwback story.